Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Jasmine and I talk about financial independence and my lock journey. Today I'm going to be talking about my new phone service and how I managed to save hundreds of dollars by switching. So if you're interested in hearing about that, then stay tuned. So about 5 months ago, I switched from Verizon to Visible Wireless, and now I'm only paying $40 a month. So previously with Verizon, we were paying a little over $200 with 2 lines. Both of our phones were paid off. And I was just like, I could be doing something else with this money, like $200 for a phone service. Okay, so yeah, it didn't make sense. So as you know, there's multiple prepaid phone services out there. You have One Republic, you can do Xfinity, Cricket, the list goes on. So I decided to take a look at Mint Mobile and Visible Wireless. I'm gonna say this, I am kind of a loyal Verizon customer. I've always liked Verizon despite their prices. I've always felt like they've been reliable compared to other companies. And I've had less issues with them. So I'm a little biased when it comes to them, which is why I chose Visible over Mint. I went ahead and started the process, and the first thing that I had to do with Verizon was unlock my phone number. On the Verizon app, I had selected to lock all the numbers so that nobody could, just put our numbers out without our permission or anything like that. So I unlocked it. They sent me a PIN number. I brought my own phone over. My phone was already paid for, but you do have the option to buy a phone through them. I think that their website or their phone inventory is up to date, but I think that they kind of go fast. The inventories kind of go quick. At least that's what I've heard and read. So yeah, I brought my phone. I tried to do the eSIM option. However, it didn't work for my phone. I have an iPhone 8. And then I ported my number over. They overnighted me a SIM. It came like a day late though, but I backed up my phone, and then I think I turned my phone off and turned it back on, and I had Visible Wireless. So it was a really easy, seamless process. Took like 30 minutes to do once I got the SIM in the mail. So I was cool with that. I paid $40 a month. They have a party plan where you can invite people to join your party plan, and you both will save $5 a month. And if that person were to leave your party, then you would go back to paying the additional $5 that you were saving previously. So for example, I pay $40 a month. Nobody's on my party plan. If I had one person join my party plan, I would save $5. I would pay $35 and the other person would pay $35. Granted that they don't have anybody under their party plan. So to make it easier, we're just gonna act like the other person never had anybody on their party plan. So we're both saving $5, paying $35 each. Our phone lines are separate. They're not commingled. We're not under the same plan or anything like that. So it can be a complete stranger. They don't have access to your plan or anything like that. Whatever they do on theirs is their own business. Whatever you do on yours is your own business. And so if I had another person, which would be 2 people, join my party plan, I would save $10. And then it caps out at $15. So that's the maximum amount that you can save under your party plan, but you can still invite people to your party. But like I said, you're only going to be saving $15, which is still good because you'd be paying $25. So that's another pro. You can save a lot more money than that. And so if you guys want to join my party and switch to Visible, then I'll leave the link below. Let's save some money this year and make some money this year, okay? So some cons, and I can't really say that they're cons for me personally, but they're some things that I researched that could be cons, and I have a blog post listed below with a little bit more details. The 3 cons that I found were deprioritization, a streaming cap, and only being able to use your hotspot with one device. So I'm sure if you know, using your hotspot with other companies, you can have like maybe unlimited devices. and you don't have to worry about, deprioritization with most big companies. And I've never heard of a streaming cap for a phone service, so these were all like first for me. So let's talk about the first one. So deprioritization is when you're deprioritized. So there's a postpaid and there's a prepaid. And so Visible is considered a prepaid service. So the postpaid customers of Verizon will be prioritized. So that means they're always going to have the fast service and things like that. And since Visible is prepaid, they're deprioritized, which means if there's a whole bunch of congestion on the network, postpaid is going to get the fastest service and prepaid is going to just get, second dibs basically. Your service could be slowed down. So if you're at a big stadium, a whole bunch of Verizon users and things like that, your cell phone might go a little bit slower if you're all streaming the internet at the same time, for an example. So I think I've experienced that, but I can't say for sure, which is why I can't really call it a con for me just yet, but that is something to pay attention to because you might have slow speeds. The hotspot I have experienced, I have tried to connect two devices to my hotspot while traveling on the road, and I was on a meeting on my computer on using one hotspot device, the computer, and my daughter's iPad. So her iPad was going fine. And then when I got on my meeting, I got kicked out a few times. My internet dropped. So I have experienced firsthand the one device hotspot rule or what have you. It just may not be the best quality of internet if you decide to connect two devices. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but I experienced my internet not moving as fast and it was unstable. And yeah, I was like kind of upset, but I mean, it is what it is. And the last one I had already covered, deprioritization, the hotspot, the streaming cap. I don't really experience it a lot because I'm usually home, and when I'm home, I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure what's real and what's not when it comes to the data streaming cap. I just don't use my phone to stream stuff that often to know if it's 1080p or whatever the quality is. I'm just not aware of that. I don't even know what that really is, so it's really not an issue for me. But that's just something to think about. There is a streaming cap. I think the quality of what you can stream it as is capped. I don't know. I researched it in my blog post. I just don't have my notes in front of me, but that's something to go look into if you decide to switch. But those are the only 3 cons that I thought were like, I should really think about this, or is this going to be a deal breaker? So if one of those might be a deal breaker for you, then you might want to go with a different service. However, deprioritization, I'm not sure if that's something that you can really get away from because post-pay customers are usually like first priority. So yeah, but like I said, I decided to look at Mint Mobile and Visible because of the price ranges that I knew they would be in. But that's just my experience on Visible, and so far so good. I've had, like I said, I've had some instances where I thought I was getting deprioritized, but it could have been my location. I had 2 bars, and so that may have been the reason why my phone was moving slow, and I wasn't on Wi-Fi, and I was out of town. So that could have been the reason why it was moving slow, but I was also around Verizon customers, so I don't know for sure if that was the reason. Because like I said, when I'm home and I have 2 bars, I'm still always connected to Wi-Fi, so I can't really say for sure if that was what the issue was with that. It could have just been the service, but yeah, I think I've said enough. If you guys want more information, please go check out my blog post that I wrote about this. It explains the process that I did to get Visible wireless activated and how much I'm saving. It gives you the numbers broken out, like how much money I plan to save in a year by switching. And yeah, there's some other things in there too, so go ahead and check that out. And like I said, if you're interested in joining my party plan, then the link is below. And let me know if you have Visible Wireless or if you have any other prepaid service so that everybody can know what you like and what you don't like about it in the comments. But until then, I will talk to you guys later.